I was talking to so I'm very into, biohacking and health and all the rest of it. And so I've been testing this supplement that I've been having for the last 30 days, and it's like boosted my mitochondria so much that I can't get to sleep. I have so much energy. And I was telling my doctor, I was like, mate, I really want to sleep. Like, I enjoy sleep. I'm not someone who sacrifices sleep. I enjoy sleep.
Sleep is,
and I haven't really been able to sleep because of this one supplement.
Do you think that's anything to do with like also jet lag and the time difference?
I think there's a bit of that, but I've been here for like 30 days now. So I'm like, it should have gone in after a week or two. But I agree with you. Coming from LA to London is the harshest jet lag, right? Because I go from sleeping at 9.
Never really get used to it.
Oh, it's really rough. And so it could be that, but I feel like,
sleep is, we so rarely, I mean, I think I'm saying rarely talk about it. We probably talk about it more now than we ever have in the last 40 years. But like, sleep is this extraordinary gift. And I think I'm probably more aware of it now because I've got a 12-year-old who seems to think that sleep is some sort of punishment. Do you know what I mean? Like, he views sleep as like, why would you do this to me? And I'm like, dude, I don't want to be awake right now, And it's something like in Alan de Botton's new book,
please,
which I bought for you as a gift.
Thank you.
I think it's called A Therapeutic Journey. A Therapeutic Journey, which I bought for you. I don't know if you want to plug other people's books.
No, please. No,
it's not as good as How to Live Like a Monk.
Alan de Botton and The School of Life. I'm a big fan.
Genius.
It's fantastic.
Genius.
Yes, very big fan.
And he's got a section in that book where he talks about sleep. And he says, when you've got a newborn baby, you are very, very, your only intention is to put this child into a routine and make sure that they sleep at the right time for the right amount of time. So therefore you feed it the right food to make sure it's because if you don't get the right sleep, they are going to be awful tomorrow. And then at some point, we just decide, well, I don't need to do that. That's only for a baby.
Yeah.
I can sit with my phone at midnight, just looking a stream of 30-second videos to then carry to not sleep and imagine that I'm going to be okay tomorrow. And I find that sleep is just like this gift.
Oh, tell me about it.
And the better sleep I have, that without question, in every facet of my life, I'm better.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really thinking about. You don't drink, right?
No, I haven't.
So how long have you not drunk?
I would say, how old am I? Like maybe 18 years or something.
Right, but did you ever? Right, okay.
Yes. So, not an alcohol. I was never an alcoholic, but I drank socially, enjoyed it, had fun, loved drinking games. Used to hang out with the lads and go down.
So you're about where I am. So I really, really.
Yeah.
I very rarely drink at home. I never really get in and go, I'm going to have a glass of wine or a gin and tonic. But if I go out, and if I'm out, I'm like, I love the feeling of being 3.5 drinks in.
Yeah.
Between 3 and 6, I am. Look at Raj's face. He knows what I'm talking about. I can feel it in my knees and I love it, right?
Yeah.
And now as I've got older, I'm just really I'm going to really try to just stop doing that. Like, with no great declaration. I just am really, really going to try not to do that because my friend, a good friend of mine, my friend Jez, I spoke to him about it and I was like, how did you just manage to did you just stop doing this? And he said something to me, and I think you'll really like this. He said, I started asking myself, and I do think this changes post probably like 37, 38. It starts to change in your body. And he said, I started to ask myself, how much of tomorrow do I want to borrow? All I'm doing now by drinking is borrowing from tomorrow.
Wow. Right?
It's like you're going to a cash point.
Yeah.
You're going to a cash point and you're going, I'm going to withdraw 3 hours from tomorrow. that I will be useless. And then probably if I just borrow 3 hours, around about noon or 1, I'll start to feel okay.
Yeah.
So I'm borrowing from tomorrow.
Wow.
And how many hours do you want to borrow? And sometimes you borrow a day.
Yeah.
And then the only way you think you can rescue that day is to go, let's have another one, you know?
Yeah.
And I thought that was a really amazing
powerful,
way of looking at it. And so my intention is to really try and not do that. I just want to try and just be healthier. I don't even sort of think about weight loss anymore. I've done that so many times in my life. Just made so many like decisions of just, right, this is it. I'm not going to go, well, why don't you change that? Because that isn't working. Why don't you just only try and do what is healthy and see how that impacts your frame?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.